Hi everyone, this is Cindy, the Crane of the Heart. I am back with a Valentine's little project to share with you guys, and we'll go ahead and make one together. So this is the Valentines that I've made for my daughter's class, and basically it's a little treat holder, and I've used the Lawn Fawn stamp set, which is called Sweet Friends. So some of them, I used some felt hearts that I had in my stash. I'm sorry about the lighting. My Ott light went out, and I went to Michael's to buy a bulb, but apparently my Ott light's so old, I bought the wrong kind. So I'm ordering a different one. Hopefully it comes from Amazon, and I'm hoping that it fits. I don't think it's that old, but I think it's old enough that that newer one that I bought didn't work. I don't know. It fit, just didn't work. So anyway, I love the s'mores. I think that's my my favorite one. So I went ahead and I used these felt hearts. I colored it in with my Copics, and I also used the, I want to say houndstooth, but the gingham stamp from Simon Says Stamp. And when I show you that, it'll also be sort of my review of the Tim Holtz tonic stamp platform. So the s'mores, we have this yogurt one, which is my second favorite. This one, which looks like a mushroom, but I think it's supposed to be a cupcake. I don't like that one that much. Um, and then this cute little donut, I put feet on him. And then on the back, I just wrote heart. You can see heart lily on the back. So that will be that. So let me go ahead and move these out of the way, and I'm going to show you how we make them. They are super, super simple. Get this out of the way. Okay, so I need a piece of this red cardstock that I'm using. And here is, I don't know how much of this we're going to get in the camera, but here is the stamp platform. Now, this is the stamp that I'm using. And I tried, and I have it set to rubber because one side of this platform piece comes off, and then you flip it over and you can stamp clear, and then you flip it over and you can stamp rubber. So I have it on the rubber, and I even tried it on the clear. No matter how hard I tried in this freaking platform thingy, I could not get a clean image. Parts of it was missing every single time. I even took it into my kitchen, tried to use a different surface, and it would not stamp properly. And I got to tell you that with my Misty, it's every time perfect. I mean, I might have to stamp it over a couple times because the stamp itself maybe needs to be conditioned or whatever. But as far as the Misty stamping, I never have a problem with getting the whole image stamped. So it just matters how dark I want my image to be. And so this is definitely much cheaper. I had bought it just for my large style stamps that don't fit in my mini Misty because I don't have that many, but I do have some, and I really like to get a few more, but this freaking thing does not work. It's crap in my opinion. So maybe people have had more success. It could just be me, or I have a lemon. That's possible. There's always people who get lemons, and that could be me. But I was not happy. So this is how I'm having to use it. So, and this is really, not that efficient and not how this is designed to be used. So, I just have to make, lemonade with my lemons, but still, I wasn't real happy. So what I then have to do is just put it down. And the problem with this method is if you forget or miss a spot when pressing down, then you're going to have the same problem. You're going to have mistakes and things not evenly stamped, and you can't go over it again. So you got to hope that you do it right the first time. But this is what I had to do for all of those instead of using this thing the way it's intended. So see, it's not perfect, but it's better. Trust me when I tell you that it is better than what I was getting when I was stamping it the way it's intended to be. So I'm not happy with that. What did I do with my paper trimmer? Hold on. I was working in my kitchen. Get all my stuff here. I was working in my kitchen because my dog just didn't want to be alone, frankly. So he didn't want to be alone. So there you go. So then what you do is you take out your paper trimmer, and this is 5.5, and then you cut it down to 5.5 by 2. So 5.5 by 2, and then you're going to get your scoring tool, and you're going to score it. I have another scoring tool here. Yeah, I do. You're going to score it at 2 1/4. I don't really like the scoring tool very much, but my other one I don't. Somewhere 2 1/4 and 3 1/4. Okay, so 2 1/4 and 3 1/4, and then once you fold those, then you get like a little notch for your candy. So I'm using, this could be used, for Hershey Nuggets. I'm using Hershey Miniatures, and then I ran out of Hershey Miniatures because when I use the Hershey Miniatures, I don't do any of the Mr. Good bars because of peanut allergies. So if I didn't do that, I would have had enough miniatures for 32 kids. So I use little hearts because I had some hearts, and they stood up just fine. Now, if you've been to Target and you've looked at Valentine's, it's really expensive. So I easily spent $40 last year. For one thing, the amounts that they have don't match up with the class size. So you usually have to buy 2 and sometimes 3 packs. So, it could be very, very expensive. So I definitely saved money going this route. So Lily's usually not picky with, oh, dang it. Screwed up on that one. What the heck? Lily's usually not picky with, I screwed up on that one. Doesn't matter because I have a second one. So she's not picky with what she gets, per se. She doesn't really care what candy I buy. Tyler usually is the one who's picky, so I usually buy him a little bit better candy. Sorry, I'm in a hurry. And so he's got a little bit different project. I'm trying to make something that's not so girly for him. Okay, so this is not the best thing to punch holes. I'm just lazy, and I want my holes punched all at once. So I'm using my giant crocodile. Okay, so once you've stamped your holes, then you're going to go ahead and put a piece of ribbon, twine. You could, if you want to make this faster, which if I did this over again, I probably would, is just staple the top. Just staple the top, and you always can just, glue a bow on it if you wanted to jazz it up or something, but that would definitely make it go faster because this part took forever. So this is the last one. I've done 31. This is 32. So this is the very last one that I have to do. So, all right. So once you've got that tied, then I did a little heart. But if you don't have a little heart, who says you need it? You could just take a stamped image, a sticker, whatever it is that you want to decorate the front with, and just place it right there. And then I have my cute little image. So when I place it, the image just straight on there without the heart, those I put on pop dots just to give it a little bit of interest because I didn't have anything else. But there it is. And then on the back, I just write a heart, and I just write Lily on the back. And then there you go. Isn't that cute? And this was all stuff that I had in my stash, except for the candy. So I only had to pay for the candy, which I would have had to pay for anyway. So super easy, fun Valentine's. I am done with Lily's Valentine's, at least for her class. And I'm moving on to Tyler's project. So thank you for watching. This is Cindy with Creating with a Heart.